Okay, so the fun thing is that because there were no major quests left over from last game, you two just are at the mercy of my whims. You're back out on the glacier, wandering around, having adventures, and yeah, I've just daydreamed up another dungeon, out of nothing, that you'll get framed into. You're gonna get hard framed. If you want the soft frame, you got to use those major quests. It's the only way to
Yeah,
escape the hard frame, I think, with this.
that makes
Um,
sense.
yeah, but I also think it's quite functional. I think we'll see. Um, so yeah, I think we can just dive in. You're out on the ice. I don't know, like hunting, wandering, whatever. You're out there on the ice doing your thing, and one one day you were looking off onto the horizon. I imagine you start the day gazing off into the horizon, dreaming about the adventures you're gonna have or some shit. And you saw off in the distance these purple domes that were rippling a little bit in the wind, and you approach to check it out, and you actually found an encampment of Githzerai. They are they're living in these very kind of ornate, like intricately embroidered purple tents, um, that are gathered around this entrance into like a small valley or gorge that's like set into the ice a little bit. Um, some of them are actually like lined up. Some of them are in a queue into the valley. Um, and when you inquired about what they were doing here, they told you we're waiting for the poet. We've come all this way. We're waiting to see the poet. Um, they you noticed this right away. They're paying more attention to Shal'houb. Uh,
Hey,
and they say, you know, you must be the honored guest. We've been told that you were coming, and they waved you along. You get to like cut ahead in line into this hidden valley, um, and as you go down into the valley, into this kind of enclosed, sheltered area. Um, Strange things started happening to your perceptions. So this place is actually blooming, even though it's negative 20 degrees or something above the ice. Once you go down into this valley, it's very warm, very seasonal. Uh, there's just beautiful trees. They're hung with fruit. Everything's like really lovely. There's like birds singing. Beautiful sunshine, even though there isn't a sun. Uh, and all of these Githzerai, just kind of lounging around. They're playing games, playing music, relaxing, eating, um, and more of these tents. So there's like a pretty big encampment, like a small settlement, basically. Um, and the person who comes out of a cave to greet you uh, is uh, like a middle-aged Githzerai. So 40s, maybe 30s. Like it's a harsh life. Uh, he's dressed in these very elaborate, robes that are also intricately embroidered, like the tents. He's shaved. He's bald in the traditional way, um, and he he introduces himself as Nurm, Nurm. He tells you he knows your names already. He says, most welcome guests, most welcome strangers, Shal'houb and Eldred. Uh, welcome to this secluded valley. You're most welcome. You're most honored. Like, stay with us for a few days. Eat with us. uh, learn our
Oh,
ways. You are
hell
welcome
yeah.
here. Um, and then he pauses to see, in a polite way. He's not pushing. He just pauses to take it, let it sink in, and see what you say.
Now, Aldred knows in the back of his head, this is a dungeon. No, I'm just kidding. Um, no, I mean, to be honest with you, I think Aldred is like, I mean, being in the warmth and this hospitality. I think Aldred is like looking to Shal'houb with like this big smile. Now, Aldred has, I don't remember what was the blow that knocked him out last time. Like what? Because he has like a new scar,
Hmm.
maybe on his face. I don't remember what kind of attack it was though. I wish I could
I think it
remember.
was a zombie bite, if I recall.
Oh yeah, okay. So he
Yeah.
has a big, like some nasty, mark that's still not super healed on his face now, and his nose is maybe a little caved in on this side. But he still looks cool.
Hmm.
And yeah, he's like turns to Shal'houb with a big smile, and based on Shalhoub's reaction, will accept this hospitality.
Yeah, I think Shalhoub's reaction. I think Shalhoub. I just kind of assume, the Raven Queen's, good good news spreads fast. Um, so yeah, they know about me. They see my weird black feathered halo thing, and yeah, it checks out. I'm known. I'm
Yeah,
known.
yeah,
let's settle in for a while. You
yeah.
have my approval, Eldred.
Yeah, so Aldred, like seeing this, clearly this somehow expressions in role playing games can convey entire fucking paragraphs. Um,
It's a
seeing this,
voiceover.
seeing this incredibly complex expression on
Very
Shalhoub's face, the
nuanced.
minute details of it, Aldred intakes all of this knowledge deeply and integrates it with his own knowledge. And yeah, he says, we would be honored. And I, for one, am delighted that you seem to already know us in a place that's so warm. You know, we've been very cold for a long time, and it would be nice to be served rather than to serve. So yeah,
Ah.
yeah,
Um, he says, well, spread, you've got this cool cloak, spread
oh
your
yeah,
cloak on the ground. Sit, we'll bring you food.
oh
And
yeah.
then you can,
I mean,
choose what to, he gives you a list of activities that are, they sing, they dance, they play games,
yeah,
like you've got some options here.
yeah. I mean, Aldred does love like removing his cloak apparently, and he unfurls it. And he's in his normal. He's now back to his normal state with the vine armor, which is a little strange to think about these people seeing that, I guess. But yeah, he'll place this on the ground.
Um, Yeah, so I think we can handle this like not necessarily moment by moment. They bring you fruit on wooden trays that you can eat. All of these aren't really fruits you can identify, right?
Hmm.
They're not things you've eaten before.
Oh, interesting.
Um,
Can
uh,
I can Shaloub interrupt
oh
to
yeah,
to maybe do some nature wondering?
Yeah, and
Get
can
a
I
roll
help?
in on these fruits?
Can I
Yeah.
help with this? Because I was picturing Aldred being like, "What make you of this, Shalhoub?" After he bites it, right? He
right.
like takes a big chunky bite out of it, whatever this thing is, and then like holds it up to Shalhoub. Because he's not suspicious. Like this is just
Yeah,
nice. I mean, sometimes nice
Yeah.
things happen. I mean,
it's
These
true.
are our people. Why
yeah,
should we
this
be suspicious?
in Aldred's mind, this is a reversal of the cruel, horrific fate that he had, and I think he actually does believe like some kind of thing about this. So
Yeah.
I don't know if there's a skill I have though that can help me help you. I guess I can make an untrained nature check because I only need a 10.
Yep.
Yeah.
So you're gonna, and we can workshop the numbers, but you're gonna add your whatever the relevant ability modifier is, and then half of your level.
Right, so 3. Okay.
Nice. Not bad odds.
Okay, I got an 18, so I got a 21. So this is probably, Aldred's tasting this fruit and maybe contributing, and maybe him biting a chunk out of this is helping, because you
I
can
get a nice cross section
Yeah,
view.
yeah. Actually, the way he bites it is very precise, so it's helping. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, excellent. So I get +2 from that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hell
You
yeah.
do.
Nature is wisdom guided. Yes, wisdom. So that modifier is 4 plus my +5 plus half my level. I'm getting a +12,
This is
including
insane.
your
Nice.
assistance.
Yeah.
I rolled an
God.
8, so it gives us a 20.
Ooh. Yeah, these are before times fruits.
Whoa.
You've heard
This
of,
is cool.
in the Psalms, in the old songs,
Yeah.
old Githzerai sages were eating these on mountaintops or something. Yeah, so you're eating fruits that have been extinct for decades and decades.
Oh.
Oh, wow. So I'm imagining. Oh, can I say this? I'm imagining Shal'houb like has like a memory like imbued into this nature check, and that it's this like deep seated knowledge. One of the first things he ever like learned about nature as a boy, like back like mixed in with those memories of early childhood when the Gethzerai were like enslaved. So it's like it's not pure nostalgia, this fruit. There's also like this underpinning of like captivity. And I think knowing that and relating back to the Dragonborn who was of another time, I think I'm gonna swat the fruit out of your hand after your bite. I say I smack your hand and I say there's more warped nature here. The laws of time are collapsing on the glacier. These Githzerai may be our kin, but they are not of our generation.
I think Aldred, he kind of scrambles to grab the fruit, as it's like rolling away, and he says, Shal'houb, you don't understand, because I think he's grasped, some of what you're trying to say, and he's like, you don't understand. The before times were it was warm, and this fruit. I mean, I'm sure this fruit tastes better than any fruit that I've had.
Oh yeah.
Right. And Aldred says, this place seems like, some memory, and it can't be an entirely accurate one because then these Githzerai would be enslaved. So, what if this could just be a beautiful thing, the best of our time and the time before? And then he takes another big honking bite out of this fruit, and he says, "You've got to try this. I mean, this is incredible fruit."
David, give me a perception check and tell me what you get.
Perception is going to be. Is that? Do I get an intelligence modifier?
You should. It might be wisdom.
It might be wisdom. Yeah.
Is it wisdom?
You can never tell.
Half my level.
Yeah.
Perception. It is wisdom. Okay.
Okay, nice.
So I got my +4 plus half my levels +5. I rolled a lowly 5 though.
Oh.
That's
Okay.
10.
Carry on.
Together. Okay.
I am interested. I mean, Aldred is not as interested as I am, but like, where are these people? Right, because we've been served this stuff. We're sitting at this on my cloak,
Yep.
which I've kind of
Oh, it's beautiful. So
nicely laid out.
you're sitting in you're sitting beneath trees in a clearing in a glade of beautiful sun-dappled trees. You're in the elbow of a stream that flows the cave that Nurm emerged from is set into a hillside, right? And from somewhere up on the hillside, the stream is originating and flowing out. So, beautiful bubbling brook.
Wow.
And, there are some other people ranged across. Some of them are like, some of them are skimming their feet in the water. There are some couples. There are some electric guitars in evidence with wires, with power cords that just snake off into the jungle and don't go anywhere that we can see, and they're just kind of, an undefined number of happy Githzerai strumming, playing music.
Aldred is calling out to one of these couples, please come here. My friend is unable to integrate himself into the joy that is so clearly around him. If you could just explain to us maybe what this place is and how that you come to be so warm and so kind. And I think Aldred has that kind of like frantic happiness about him where he's just like, this is good, this is good, this is good. I don't know if I'm conveying that well with my role playing of him, but that is
Shal'houb is a bit troubled by your enchantment. I think I've got like the falchion. I've got the vicious weapon out. I'm like digging through one of these fruits for the seeds. I'm looking for the seeds. You've made this statement about Shal'houb is like unable to integrate.
Oh yeah, and I'm calling people over to
And I'm calling back to you. It's not the job of the living to integrate ourselves with the lost. There's one way. There's one way for us to synthesize with these, with this memory of our people, and it's not to feast on these fruits. We have to plant a grove of them. We need to synthesize them with the landscape. We can eat the next generation of fruits, but these are ungodly.
Okay, this is
Are you declaring a quest?
Oh yeah, okay. I'm declaring a quest to we're bringing back an extinct species to Jurassic Park, the Githzerai fruit.
Nice. Oh, I've got to name these fruits now.
Oh yeah.
These are the starberries. These are starberries.
Oh hell yeah! I want to eat 1,000 starberries.
Yes. So the quest is to propagate the right verb.
Yes.
A starberry patch.
So these two Githzerai are coming over. They hear the tail end of this. They introduce themselves. It's two women, Kala and Adea. And Kala says, and they're all in like these traditional like robes, tunics. It's all very intricately embroidered. Kala says, sometimes we also have trouble integrating. Sometimes some of us get out of time, but in those moments, we need the ministrations of ecstasy and aesthetics. Would you like me to call for them?
Yeah, Aldred. Yes.
Obviously, Aldred wants them.
Yeah.
Uh,
And Aldred looks to Shal'houb like, Shal'houb, we'll leave this place and we'll plant your seeds and we'll do any of that. But just now,
I'm crouched. I'm crouched, like examining the soil consistency. I'm just
and Aldred's trying to
tasting it,
pull you out of this. Yeah.
I like barely even register that we've been invited to whatever delights.
Yeah.
And Shal'houb, you failed that perception roll. Very, very ordinary, ordinary soil, all of that stuff.
Yeah. So, yeah, Aldred is like, Shal'houb, soon we'll leave here. I know we can't remain here, but listen, they want to, show us something or delight us in some way. Like, let's just for a little while, let's rest and enjoy this, and then we can leave with the seeds.
Yeah. Okay, Aldred. We'll follow your young impulse tonight. But mark my words, young one. This is a deathless place, and no deathless place is of the natural order.
Yeah.
It's too good to be true, youngin.
Yeah, Aldred knows that in his heart. You can see. Yeah, he's yeah. Whoa.
Kala says, "Let me go find Nurm. He can call for the ministrations of ecstasy and aesthetics. It'll be wonderful. They'll get you fixed right up." So she goes off. Adea, sticks around, chatting. I think the small talk here is all just like, the starfruit's good, right? Or have you heard?
Oh yeah, it's so bland. Yeah, it's so bland. And Aldred pulls out like a cool pipe. It's like long and stuff. And he rarely smokes this. It's but he's lighting that shit up and passing it. You know what I'm saying? So
nice.
That's kind of part of the vibe. Yeah. So.
And Luke's not beyond hitting the pipe. I imagine its contents are they herbs? What are they?
There are various herbs and some dried bug wings that have interesting properties. Yeah, because Aldred's all about the bugs. So yeah, there's some strange, I don't know, locust beetles or some bullshit, or lotus beetles, not locust beetles, lotus beetles or some bullshit like that. So whatever, I don't know. Yeah.
Adea coughs profusely. They don't smoke here, so it's passed around as a curiosity, and people are just doubled over coughing.
Yeah.
So yeah, time is passing. Nothing is hurried around here. So Kala, drifts off. Eventually, you can see off at the edge of your perception. Her path gradually takes her into soft collision with Nurm's. They confer, and Nurm nods and goes up the hill into the cave. By this time, Githzerai have gathered around you. Anytime more than 4 of them are in a place, it becomes a band. So, they're softly strumming and singing these like intricately rhymed and constructed poems that are all to the tune of John Mayer's "Waiting on the World to Change."
Oh God!
And they're all just softly strumming, playing some drums. And you see Nurm come out of the cave, and he's followed by these two really striking kind of spectral figures. So the one that comes first is dressed all in black, long black robe. They're both. This one is like 7 or 8 feet tall, like unnaturally tall. Their face, if they have a face, is covered in this reflective gold shell, so you can see like slight depressions of the eyes, slight depressions of the mouth, slight protrusion of the nose, but it's in this skin-hugging reflective metal gold thing. And around this, sprouting from the neck and the shoulders, is this metal halo coming out of the flesh that's made of gold, and it's reflective. And the other person is ordinary sized, but their size is actually a little bit variable because they're like a human. They're like a human diamond. Like every angle you look at, if you tilt your head slightly, you see like a different person, and then you turn again, you see like a different person, and they're all of all genders, all physical descriptions, all of them unbelievably lovely and alluring, uh, but very multiple. Um,
Hmm.
so they approach, and people. You can hear the murmur of people going like, it's them, and people hold out their hands and say, that they say, uh, ecstasy, just give me one, touch, please, or aesthetics, my, heal this wound, I cut myself while running along the brook. And so, as they gather to them, this crowd of Githzerai as they approach, um, Nurm comes up ahead of them and says, I think just straight to Shal'houb. I heard you were having trouble. That you were out of time. You were having trouble integrating. Would you would you accept the ministrations of these two? They can help you.
This is a tough one for Shal'houb. Shal'houb says, I need no attunement. I know when I am. It is it won't be pleasant to hear it. But it's you all who are out of time. You all who have been absent through decades of our people's history. How is it you know me again?
Yeah, and I think actually when Shal'houb says that, Aldred, there's like a little gut twist, and Aldred kind of stiffens and stands up next to Shal'houb and is like, how is it you know our names? And is looking past this guy, Nurm or something, at these two figures, which are not comforting or
No.
beautiful. They're strange, and they don't match with the other parts. Now, can I ask for a perception check? Because I know Shal'houb rolled a perception check, but I guess this is like the first time that Aldred is actually like thinking a bit and looking around. So would that make sense?
Yes.
Okay, so is that wisdom, you said?
Yeah, plus wisdom, plus half
That
your
is so
level.
weird. Okay, so it's all right. I got a 2.
So I'll tell you, the difficulty was harder because of the presence of aesthetics, the one with the halo. So you're looking and trying to examine, but it is as though the reality of this place is more resilient in this, like, aesthetics is putting off like heat waves of reality. And so as you look, you look and it's almost as though things are hyper real. You can see detail that you shouldn't be able to see.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You could stare at like a leaf for hours and not
Right.
get bored, because in the presence of this being, it's it's faceted with reality.
Right. Yeah, and I think Aldred's mind is kind of swimming now with, like, he smoked some of this stuff, and that's kind of like intensifying this. So he's like he puts a hand on Shal'houb's shoulder to kind of steady himself and takes a big gasp of air in,
If Shal'houb, Nurm says, will not partake, Aldred, surely you wish to.
Aldred says, "No, I can't bear it." And he's like, I just need a drink of water. And he starts to stumble over towards that stream to go try to splash his face, and he's like, suddenly everything is not feeling right.
Yeah. So the crowd of Githzerai, they haven't been standing still. All attention is really off of you two. They're looking at ecstasy and aesthetics. So you can see they're bringing aesthetics, fruit and water from the stream, and electric guitars, and handing them to this thing, and they're taking on this heavier, denser presence. So the guitars get shinier and cooler, the fruits get larger, more luscious, and aesthetics is handing them back, charged with reality. Ecstasy, meanwhile, is people are lying down, and ecstasy is just like touching their faces or touching their foreheads, and people are like spazzing out. They're they're getting like a hit of unbelievable joy. And so as you're doing all this, there are people like running and bringing things, and then also more and more people like just passing out, and blissing out on the shores of the stream.
Oh god! So Aldred is like at the shore of the stream, like gasping, trying to get a drink, and he's like, "Shal'houb, come away from that." And there's people kind of like passing by him in this horrific delight. It's kind of awful. Yeah, I don't think Aldred is liking this now.
Can Shal'houb... so, like, you're describing this, and I'm imagining, like, evangelicals and, like, speaking in tongues. Feels very religious. I have religion skill. Can I, like, attempt to check, see if there's any underpinning knowledge here of Githzerai religious customs?
Yes, you can.
Oh, all right. Religion is guided by intelligence. My modifier is 2 plus half my level, so plus 3. And I'm rolling. I got a 14 with the addition.
Okay.
Oh, and actually, I forgot my plus 5 because religion.
Oh, is it trained? Oh, that makes
it's actually 19.
Okay, this makes it easier. Yeah, this kind of reality bending is only possible in the proximity of a divine being. The way I would put this is that Arcanists find potentialities within the world and release them. It's very precise. Divine energy, they go a simpler route. They just create a whole new universe that works the way they want it to, and you have entered this pocket reality of divine energy that's kind of held together by the faith of the people here, and also is tied to some higher being in the area.
I think this understanding actually changes Shal'houb's like sensibility here. So I'm turning to Aldred and trying to further explain a little bit with this new knowledge. I'm saying Aldred, it's okay. Give into it. I believe this place to be against nature, but in fact, it is of another nature entirely. I know not these rules, but they have been divinely determined, and we've been invited to partake. And I turn to Nerm.
Oh my god.
And I say, with gratitude to aesthetics and ecstasy, I accept your offer.
Aldred, while you're saying this, Aldred is like, looking at these, these people and their, their writhings of ecstasy in just disgust, and, like looking at his hand, which has like so much infinite detail in like horror. And he's just like, I'll leave you to it or something, and he's like storming off into that cave because that's a dark place. And he's like, I'm gonna get a breath of air, or no, he says, I'm gonna go be somewhere where I don't have to see wretched people. I don't know, see wretched people with their cheap pleasures, and yeah.
Meanwhile, you're in your vine armor, and like Shal'houb is kind of like eyeing you a little bit, like giving you the up and down. Like I also hit the pipe, mind you, and I'm now enchanted by whatever is here. I'm trusting the forces at work, so I'm catching little glimpses. I'm like, are you sure you don't want to rearrange your armor and join us?
Right. Yeah, no, Aldred is sickened by this. I think like I think he's I'm not gonna talk through all his thoughts, but he's complexly sickened, so he's gonna storm off to the cave.
Right. So while Aldred is storming off, Shal'houb, you are smeared with the juice of hyper-real, fruit. Everyone's having a great time, and Nurm says, ecstasy, show our guests the joy of this place, and ecstasy flickers over one of the facets for a moment, looking like Aldred maybe, and then reaching out a hand to touch your face.
Up.
Yeah.
Oh man, Aldred is sickened, but he doesn't see this or know this. But sorry, give me 1 second. I just have to go grab something.
Yeah, no worries. So David, the touch is an attack. So you are going to take some damage from this, but this is a jolt of. It's good damage. It's a jolt of ecstasy that's hitting you.
Yes.
Okay. So you're going to take.
So have we? I imagine some time has passed, right? So like our encounter stuff has refreshed.
Yeah, you're totally refreshed. All your powers
dailies
are back.
Also.
Dailies,
okay.
all of it's back. So you should be back up to full HP. And yeah, since you are kind of acquiescing to this, I'm just going to hit you with this damage. You're going to take 7 from this, jolt of joy. And yeah, you bliss out.
Hey.
Okay, so Aldred, you're going to the cave.
Yeah.
Okay.
Furious. He picked up his robe, and he's wrapped him in as he enters, he wraps himself in it, and he's throwing the hood over, and trying not to see all the infinite detail and the blackness of the
tunnel vision.
Yeah, and he's like, biting on his nails and stuff, and taking the pipe back out and caressing it and holding it as he's walking into the cave.
You're given some relief as you get further away from aesthetics. That overwhelming density dies down a little bit. Yeah, so you are, you're not as overwhelmed with detail here.
Yeah.
And let's see. As you're heading to the cave, there's another Githzerai who falls into step with you. And I don't know. You're in this hood. Do you look at them, or do you just sense that they're next to you? Things.
Aldred does that, so he's very like all his senses, especially visual and audio, are extremely amplified and increased by just the anxiety he's feeling and like all these things. So his head is kind of just whips around to anything that moves.
Yeah.
But the presence of this person, no matter who they are, no matter what they look like, is making his whole body like bristle with anger.
Okay, yeah. So as your head whips over, everyone that you've seen is like very young, right? They're all like
Yeah.
from 18 to like 28. Nerm is the
Right.
oldest person here, very noticeably. So
Mhm.
this is a young man. He's like maybe 19. Um, he's got longer hair. I think these are hippies. They're Getseri hippies. So he's
Yeah.
it hasn't been styled in the traditional way.
Right.
He's fallen into step with you. So he's walking
Mhm.
alongside you very purposefully, but his eyes are downcast, and you can hear and see that he's weeping. He's crying. Um, and just walking next to you, up toward the cave.
Yeah. So the sound of his weeping, like, this is like extremely grounding for Aldred because everything about this place is horrifically full of bland joy, which he was really deeply trying to put himself into, but then this wretched disgust that he's feeling. So he hears this, and he'll say, kind of quietly to this person, let's go into the cave and sit, and you can tell me why you weep.
Um, Nods. You go into the cave. What will you see as you
All right,
enter?
and I want to declare a quest about befriending this person.
Nice.
Yeah. God, I want to make a friend. One fucking day, I'm going to make a friend. Okay?
You just condemned this person to being absolutely destroyed.
Well, it is an interesting thing to say, like, does declaring a minor quest make it difficult? But I don't think it does. I think it's
Yep.
just...
Yeah.
Well, you declare the quest. I tell you if it's minor or major. This is minor.
Right.
Yeah.
Quest. Yeah, so I just want to befriend this guy.
So you go into the cave. It's big. You can see the light kind of dies before it reaches the back. You can hear water running through, like in the back of the cave someplace. Water echoing. The stream must run out of this cave. Into the rest of the valley. Uh, the entrance is pretty narrow. It's like one square wide. So either
Oh, wow.
you or your companion has to go first. Uh, and you go around a bend. It gets dark, and then you come to a fork in the path. And over on your left, it's like totally black. And then to your right, totally black. And then to your left, you can see candles. And there's like, these really beautiful rugs and textiles spread in this room. You can see the glitter of that water on the other side, like catching the candlelight. And your companion says, this is the feasting place. No, normally I would not tarry here, but as you were the guest, I think it's all right. He's kind of trying to pull himself together, and
Yeah.
so he takes a seat, on one of these ornate rugs, and gestures, and says, I will sit with you a while, but I thought you too must be seeking the ministrations of forget. I also could not bear the presence of ecstasy and aesthetics in my current state.
Oh, shit. Oh, so there's like a third aspect. Oh, this is actually creepy. Okay. Um, yeah, Aldred kind of like, he tries to not think about this idea of the ministration to forget, and too hard. But he says, "What is it that you wish to forget?"
It is not that. It is not that I remember badly. It is that I do not forget well enough. I weep because I cannot remember the name of my mother or the name of my father. I would come here to forget that I had a mother and father, and then my sorrow would be gone.
Yeah. Aldred is sitting back and he's thinking of, the horrific bloody corpse of the Dragonborn that we slayed. And he says, he kind of puts his head like in his hands and he says, there are things that I would wish to forget, but I hold on to them because they're important. Even though your mother and it was his mother and father, he said.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and he says your mother and father may be gone, but to forget them would be like killing them again.
Give me a diplomacy check here.
All right,
take
I'm
plus
fucking
2.
shit at this.
Take plus 2.
Ooh, okay. And what is this charisma? Okay, so I'm plus 5.
Ooh,
adding half my level.
nice.
This is fucked. This is absolutely fucked. A 3. I hate everything.
What was your total?
An 8. All right, I kill him. No, I'm just kidding. All right, fine. I use burning spray on him.
Yeah, he takes out a dagger. He's gonna.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
He says, "No, this is too hard. It's too hard to know that they were there, and now I can't remember them. They're just empty shapes. I would have those. I would erase those
Oh
shapes,
God.
and I can't stand it." And he stands up and he says, "Will you come with me?"
So Aldred is realizing that he has already attempted to forget them, but he's like forgotten half of them, or like, oh, that's gut wrenching. Yeah. So I think Aldred says, "I will. I will come with you. It's your decision to make, and I would be there for you to see it."
Says, "Thank you. Forget is it is terrifying to go to his pit alone."
Yeah, Aldred declares a quest to destroy Forget.
Nice.
Yeah.
Ooh.
This is a major quest.
This is a major quest.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So he takes you back. You go away from the water and to the right at that fork. It's totally dark.
Yeah.
Go ahead and give me a perception roll.
All right. I've gotten a natural 15. So what do I add?
Nice.
I add 1 to that, so 16.
So you hear off in that darkness, you hear scrabbling and you hear muffled cries, like gagged cries.
Yeah, I think Aldred says, he puts a hand on this. What's the dude's name? I don't.
Yeah, he's introduced himself. His name is Agelia.
Agelia. Okay, and obviously I've introduced myself to him too. I'm sure we, had a bit of unrole played dialogue or something. So I think Aldred says, I won't stop you, but what are those? What is that sound?
We are not permitted to go there. We are to pass on quickly. We're not to go there. That is, we don't speak his name.
This is creeping me out. Okay. Jesus. Okay. Yeah. All right. So Aldred, he says, "Lead on, then," or whatever. Yeah.
Nice.
So.
Let's cut back to Shal'houb here. So, an undefined amount of time has passed. You've been blissed out, but you come out of it. You awaken, to the sounds of music, people dancing, people eating. Everyone is kind of happily coming out of their trance, and looking around. They're munchy, you're munchy, so it's all good. And Nurm detaches himself from the crowd, and he comes up to you and sits cross-legged. He gestures, and a platter of fruit is borne to you. You can see that ecstasy and aesthetics are, off at the corners of your perception, still ministering to people. And Nurm says, you're welcome here. You have adjusted so well. You can stay as long as you want. Would you see? Could we show you something wondrous? And there's a murmur around as people hear this. He's excited to. You can tell he's excited to show you something.
Yeah. Shal'houb still affected by the smeared fruit and the smoke. Is going. How's Shal'houb replying? Shal'houb is saying, I intend to stay for a good long time. There's no need to show me anywhere. I will plant myself where I will see all. And smeared with fruit, I imagine there's seeds also like smeared on my skin. I start to dig a hole in which to plant myself, and become a fixture of this place.
So you are not necessarily responding to this. You're looking to go.
I have my own
catatonic.
plans. I'm saying whatever wondrous offering you have, I will experience it in my next purpose, which I believe to be as fertilizer for the starberry growth.
Amazing.
Wow.
Oh wow. Yes.
So you're in this total haze. You're kind of dazedly, digging yourself into this beautiful earth. The earth is warm, it's unwarmed, though there is no sun. And around you, so the camera is going to drift up, and we're gonna see this scene from a more disembodied kind of perspective. So we know, maybe we can hear under the frame, you digging yourself. And up in the frame, all of these Githzerai are gathering around. They all have their instruments, and they're excitedly whispering. One looks over to Nurm and says, really, is it time? And he says, yes. He uses a word that you don't know. He says, yes, it's time to sing the moon song. You don't know the word moon. And they begin this song. They begin to sing this, beautiful, intricately rhymed, gorgeous song, backup vocals, a symphony of electric guitar. It's all very lovely. And they actually, over the horizon, they sing a moon up into the sky. You've never seen a moon. There is no moon around the planet, but they sing one into existence. And the song, as it goes, is also the cycle of this moon rising into the sky. So, Shal'houb having a lovely time. Back in the cave. So Aldred, you've gone past this place of darkness. You actually cross the stream again. So the stream, is cutting through the cave. You cross a little wooden footbridge. And then on the other side, a couple of squares beyond this little footbridge, is a square of absolute utter darkness. That is, the entrance to a chamber further back in the cave. And your friend grabs your hand and squeezes it, and he says, "We're here. You'll stay with me. You'll stay with me."
Yeah, Aldred looks him like dead in the eyes and he's holding his hand with like both of his hands. And he says, "I'll stay."
He breathes in, takes some comfort from that, and then steps forward to this square of utter darkness and calls out, "Forget. I have need of your ministrations. Please forget. Come, help me forget. Help me forget that I had a mother and a father. Help me forget that they had names that I've forgotten. Clear my mind so I can be just let me be happy again." And out of the darkness, on thundering feet is another, unnaturally tall, unnaturally muscular being. It's like 7 or 8 feet tall. This one is dressed in just leggings that are like filthy and matted. It has, this really muscular, like superhero level, like statuesque chest and arms. It has a black bag over its face and a noose around its neck.
Oh, hell yeah.
That dangles down, between its legs. The noose might snake off into the darkness behind it. And, Agelia is trembling, cowering before this thing. And it reaches its hand out and touches him on the forehead. Jolts back, tightens. He's held up, by some force. He's in it. This is painful. This is agony.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And then the thing draws back its hand. He collapses to the ground, and it begins to step backward, back into the dark.
Maybe he collapses like into Aldred's arms, because I think Aldred
falls
is like,
backwards,
right
behind him. Yep.
Yeah.
You catch him, and after a minute, his eyes kind of flutter back open. He's dreaming again, and he's looking around, and he sees your face, and he's, "Oh, Aldred, thank you for staying. That was so kind of you. Thank you."
Yeah, Aldred smiles and he says, let's leave this place. Come with me.
Yes, I feel so happy. Something is lifted. I don't even remember what I remembered. Like, please, let's go out. We can have the touch of ecstasy. We can eat the fruit. We can sing the songs.
No. Oh man, yeah.
Won't you join me?
His like lip kind of curls, and he's like, so you forget, and you would go back out for more pleasure.
What's wrong with that? I don't even remember what I was sad about before.
Aldred's like, you forget the names of your own fucking parents, and you're going to
parents,
or you forget that you even had parents or something. He kind of unveils this memory back into this person's head or something.
No, his head cocks. Parents? No, I don't. I never had parents. That's fine.
Yeah, Aldred just kind of is shaking his head, and he, more enraged, and he's like, just go. And then he's gonna like go and try to find Shal'houb. He's gonna let this guy, wander off, and then he's gonna go try to find Shal'houb, because this forget thing needs to be destroyed.
Yeah, he happily, as you leave the cave, he's running down the hill toward the nearest knot of people. They're embracing, and then they're starting to sing, they're starting to eat. And I think, as you come out of the cave, this is probably in the middle of the moon song.
Yeah.
You come out, and up above you is a planet that isn't supposed to be there.
Yeah, and I think instead of this being a beautiful and awe, breathtaking thing, Aldred looks upon this and just sees, horror. It's like this thing, all this beauty, it's false. And he gazes at it for a second because it's like astonishing. But then I think he just like pulls his hood down, more, and is running to find Shal'houb, or maybe swiftly walking.
Yeah.
I don't know why I feel the need to whatever. Yeah.
Well, I mean, you're kind of freaking out, I mean, I could see running. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So Shal'houb is in the midst of a crowd of happily singing Githzerai. By now, he's managed to bury himself pretty effectively. So his shoulders are now even with the ground, and he's just kind of slowly digging himself deeper.
Yeah, Aldred is grabbing him and really roughly yanking him and pulling him out of this, and saying, enough of this. Come with me. You need to see what I've seen now. But it's like a harsh whisper, right? But he's like yanking him out.
Shal'houb says, "Oh well, Dread, I've seen it. The celestial body summoned by the divine. The nature has remade itself around us. Look at this paradise of our people."
Yeah, he says. Aldred says this paradise is. It's a false hope. Come with me into the cave, and I'll show you what makes these people joyous.
I think,
and he says, "Yeah, Sorry, go ahead.
Noah. No. A Nurm is appearing at your shoulder as you say this.
Nurm's yeah. And Aldred's not even paying attention, right? He's just like, out here they have ecstasy, and it was aesthetic, right?
Yeah, ecstasy and aesthetics.
But in that cave they have forget and something even darker.
Mm.
And he's kind of like, he's grabbing Shal'houb like in a way that hurts, like not in like a nice way, like in like a hey, what the fuck way.
And I mean, I wouldn't be easy to remove from this hole. Yeah,
definitely not. I mean,
So I'm kind of.
I'm just realizing that you're in a hole.
That's funny. Yeah. I'm kind of.
D&D freaks right now are like, never split the party, never bury your character in a hole. Like you guys are. Sorry, go ahead though.
They're warriors, not plants.
Yeah, you're simply you're playing you're not playing. Yeah. Sorry.
Oh, Shal'houb, he wants to be unhanded. He's like jerking out of your grasp as much as he can. Maybe, hopefully, that fruit is still like slippery on his skin, right? He's like
it's probably
pulling away, getting that nice seedy exfoliation.
Oh shit! I disconnected my headphones. What's that?
No worries.
What's Shal'houb gonna do?
Now I can hear you.
Well,
Shal'houb.
Nurm, while you're thinking, Nurm says, I know, he says, Shal'houb, I know our ways may be strange to you, but, if you will trust me, if you will listen, I'll tell you the secrets of this place. You too, honored guest. You too, Aldred.
Yeah, Shal'houb's looking at Aldred, says, listen to my friend. You speak of forget. I've forgotten nothing. I remember our encounter with the Dragonborn. I remember the corrupted arcana. I remember the interrupted hunt and our praise transformation. I believed this to be a deathless place, but here the Raven Queen
A shudder passes through everyone as you say the Raven Queen.
I say, hear the Raven Queen's objectivity toward death seems incomplete. Here, death by means of consumption is to be celebrated. This is the new nature.
Nurm says, my friend, I beg you do not say that name, not yet. Not here.
Yeah, I think I sort of like caress my weird feathery thing. I just like, to whatever degree I can sort of run my fingers through this like ethereal cloud of raven bit. Yeah, I'm just sort of like connecting with that part of myself and this reimagining of a relationship to death.
Nurm is putting his hand on your shoulder, Aldred. He's sitting and he's kind of trying to, get you to sit down as well. He's saying, Shal'houb will listen. Will you just hear me out?
No, Aldred is like wrenching out of his grasp. And no, he says, I won't listen. I won't listen any longer. Now the question is, what does he do?
Give me a perception check while you're waiting.
All right. I get a nice 19, which makes me smile.
Oh, you get a nightmarish flash of as this reality kind of peels away.
Mm-hmm.
You can see your hands. They're thin and wasted. You've been here longer than you think you have. You're on the ice. This reality is like a thin skin over the world. You're on the ice. The platters of food are just these thin strips of raw meat that have been dried. And most troublingly, you can see your hands, but you can see Shal'houb, and he's like pale, wasted. His ribs are showing. You're both malnourished, and you realize, you think you've been here for what, an afternoon, 2 afternoons.
Right.
You've been here for like 5 or 6 days, and you haven't been eating.
Yeah.
And then snaps back, back to the music surges back in. You're back in paradise.
Did I get a glimpse at any of the people when I was, or was there nothing?
There were no people.
Yeah. Okay. Aldred is like, he like gasps, and then he what does he have? Like a sword? I don't really remember. A warhammer or something?
Yeah, warhammer.
Warhammer.
Yeah, the warhammer like comes out instantly, and it's like gleaming right in the moonlight, and he just strikes it through Nurm. Of course.
Whoa.
He's like, and he's like, these are nothing but apparitions. And he's gonna fucking strike through this asshole.
Oh yeah, you vaporize him. You just
and he like and then like he instantly is like grabbing Shal'houb and is like, behold, you're God or whatever, your spiritual master, vaporized like mist, and he's like, get out of that hole.
Their screams, the Githzerai are scattering.
Shal'houb, still fighting to stay in the hole, says, Nurm is no god. He is but fertilizer for the starberry patch that will feed our kin. Our kin here and back at our own stead in Githzerai, across time and space. This is the new nature. And start scooping the soil back into this pit over my toes.
Shit. Now the question
Are
is,
aesthetics and ecstasy still nearby? Like, I'm imagining
They're
still
getting
like
nearer.
their presence is okay.
Yeah.
Just wanted to make sure
They're
they were still in the
stepping
mix.
toward you, yep, and closing in on Aldred.
yeah, Aldred is like whipping around to face them. I mean, maybe we're in initiative now.
I think we are.
Yeah.
I don't have a map for this area. Just imagine, we'll imagine some squares, and then the stream is like one square long. It's curving around the outer left edge of this map. We'll say that it's an open space that's like 8 by 8. Ecstasy and aesthetics. Ecstasy is like in the top right corner, coming down, flickering down. Right, aesthetics is in the right corner, coming across.
Okay, perfect.
They both want to close in.
Okay. Let's see. All right. So I have all my powers.
Oh yeah, me too.
Are
my healing surges replenished?
Yes,
Also?
they are.
Okay.
Yeah. How many healing potions do I have? I ate one. I don't think I ever wrote down how many I had though.
I think we each had 3.
Yeah.
said?
So I think you had one left.
I had 1 left or 2 left.
I think
'Cause I
you
think I
took
used
one. Oh yeah, and then Eldred took, or sorry, Shal'houb took 2. Yeah. So
Yeah.
you've
Okay.
got 2.
So I have 2 left.
Shalhoub's got 1.
Right. Because that's important to know.
Oh yeah.
Does one of you have that link to the 4E thing? You know, the big website.
The infinite everything. Yeah,
Yeah.
I've got it open here.
If you would send that, I would appreciate it. Thank you. Okay, great.
Well, I sent the perception search that.
Oh, that's fine. Oh, this is going to be impossible without Shal'houb's help, so.
You're going to have to
snap
me out of it.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, it's like, I don't know if I can make rolls against you, so I guess I just have to roleplay. That's tough.
I mean, I think you might be able to make rolls.
Oh, really? That's cool.
Although,
I don't know though, because I don't.
Yeah. The only thing. Yeah, I don't think it would add anything really.
Yeah.
Because it is just down to Shal'houb, and I mean, he's seeing the same things you're seeing.
Yeah. Besides the truth about the reality, which is
No.
Really, I need to get him to be able to make a perception check. I don't know how that would work. So, yeah, it's not good. All right, let me roll initiative. All right, I have a 13 plus 9, which is 22.
Ooh.
Nice. I got a 5 plus 9, so 14.
Sorry, I'm just looking for the initiative on. Okay, cool.
I was trying to befriend an apparition apparently earlier. Fuck! I want a friend! I'm gonna try to befriend one of these assholes then. No, I'm just kidding. Oh no, fuck it. I'll befriend Forget. Fuck it. But
You don't want to befriend Forget. Come on.
No, definitely not.
I'm gonna befriend all of them. We're all into each other at the moment.
Yeah, Shalhoub's already befriended them.
Yeah, you love it. Yeah.
They're gods, man. They can do no wrong.
Yeah.
God. An idea that's caused no problems for anyone ever.
That's true. That's true. I agree. I agree with that. I don't know why there's any hint of irony in your voice.
I'm just drawing a little impromptu map here, just in case it becomes important.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you all mind if we take like a quick 2-minute break before we start
Yeah,
this
that'd be good.
combat?
Sure.
Hey.
I'm fucked.
Shaloub's in the hole, baby.
Yeah, fuck Shal'houb. I'm killing Shal'houb. My action is gonna be using my daily on Shal'houb.
That
Beheading
religion
him.
roll changed everything. I mean, divine energy. That sounds good to me, man.
Oh my
They
god.
summoned the moon.
Fucked.
Oh yeah, the moon has shattered and fallen. As the song,
Oh,
as
yeah, the
they
song.
scattered, when you killed
Oh,
Nerm,
yeah.
everyone scattered. The moon just exploded. Now there's just like moon shards over you in the sky. I like that. Cool. Aldred, you're up first. So you've got ecstasy to north of you, 8 squares.
Mhm.
Aesthetics to the east of you, 8 squares.
Yeah. And they have some negative intent towards me.
Yeah,
Because
they're striding towards you.
these fuckers. Yeah, this is not good. God damn it.
You'll be fine.
I need Shaloub's help. I can't start using my encounter powers because I need setups for them. Like, it's just... I'm going to waste stuff. So... Yeah, I think... Yeah, what can I say to Shal'houb? So the moon is shattered.
Yeah, that probably upsets Shal'houb quite a bit. I don't think Shaloub's super happy that the celestial body shattered.
Yeah, I think, like, Aldred is like, look, look at how that, this thing has been, at the moment these apparitions stop singing, the apparition that they conjured is smashed into pieces as well. Moments ago I got a glimpse of the true reality of this place, and that is that we are not here. We are out on the ice. I saw your pale face and my withered hands, and the raw meat that we've been eating. If only you could see what I see. And I think this is, saying that as a minor action, and shifting over to, shifting. What am I doing? I think I am. Yeah, I'm gonna try to fucking wrench Shal'houb out of it. No, well, how do you get some? Well, yeah, I'm gonna fucking dig at this shit like a dog. Get out. Like, trying to get Shal'houb free, and Aldred is like,
Yeah.
these things are going to kill us.
Shal'houb, you're up next in the initiative order.
Next. All right, I gotta respond to your monologue with a minor action.
Yeah.
I think Shal'houb at this point is a little bit baffled. The moon shattering did a lot more than the person vaporizing. Nerm, I could take or leave, but the moon... Oh, okay. Aldred, perhaps I've underestimated the ingredients in your pipe. I am lost to myself. The semblance of order I believe myself attuned to is outside my grasp. You must direct me.
Yeah. Okay.
Cool. Okay.
So are you pulling, like, yeah, now this is interesting, right? I mean, I know that it's very hard if you're dug into a hole. It's tough to get out, right? I mean,
Yeah.
so,
Well, I wasn't fully buried yet, right? Like I just started to sort of fill in my.
I believe that there was
Yeah.
a description of you being kind of up to your shoulders in dirt.
Oh, was the dirt that high, or was the hole just that deep?
Oh, that's, you know what? I don't know.
I'll clarify that what and David, you can correct me if I'm wrong, since you're the one doing the digging. I was imagining that this was a pretty shallow hole. You were like sideways curled up,
Mm.
and the hole you'd like manage to get the ground even with this shoulder, but maybe not even
Okay.
filled in.
Yeah. Right, so you can just get the fuck out of the hole. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you can just get up.
Get out of the hole.
I am a garden bed. Okay.
Amazing. Oh, it's amazing.
I love that. That's fine. Yeah, I mean, I think Shal'houb needs like explicit direction. So Shal'houb feels very buried, even if
Right.
it's just a could get the fuck up kind of situation.
Yeah.
I'm like, you know, I have sowed the fruits of our ancestors in this land.
Right.
You know, I can't just leave without your guidance, Aldred.
Yeah. Okay, perfect. Oh my God.
Okay, so that was a minor action.
Yeah.
So then I'm not using my movement, obviously. Can I trade movement? Can that be another minor action?
Yeah.
Is that a thing? Okay, so I've got a standard action and a minor action here. I don't think any of my standard actions. What do I got? Hunter's instinct. I could get in my primal stance.
Stand up.
Oh, this is getting so fun. No, I think we're just loading up minor actions here, kind of. God. What does the word enmity actually mean?
Hatred
No one knows this.
and aggression.
Yeah.
Hatred and aggression. Okay. Yeah, I'm not ready to cast the oath. I don't know that I have much else to do. I'm kind of. I guess I could talk more. Maybe I have these other friends, all my ecstasy pals.
Mhm.
Well, now they're scared, right? Because
Yeah,
their
they've
friends got.
scatters. They're running and
Oh, they're
screaming.
vaporized. Yeah, I think I got nothing. I'm looking to aesthetics and Jesus, why am I forgetting it?
Ecstasy.
And ecstasy. I'm looking to aesthetics and ecstasy, and with just one wonder and bafflement, and I will use a minor action to say to them, well, they're in different places, right? So I have two minor actions. I traded everything in. I'll say something to each of them. Aesthetics. I look at aesthetics and I say, how fragile the visions you summon, your moon, you know, easier to ripple than this stream. Then I look over to ecstasy and I say, how shallow your pleasures. How shallow your pleasures.
Yeah.
Shallower than this stream, which may or may not even be real.
Yeah.
A fool I was to have been bewitched by the likes of you.
You can see in Aldred's face the wish to add, additional dialogue to what you're saying.
Eloquent facial expression.
Yeah, but he can't because he doesn't. It's not his turn, and he doesn't have a minor action to spend to do so. But you can see intention there.
I'm glad this was all mechanized. That was good.
Yeah.
David, give me an intimidate roll.
Oh, nice.
Oh yeah.
So that's charisma, so I get jack shit. Do I still get half my level added?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so I'm getting my +1, and I think that's it. So we get a resounding 6 altogether.
Yeah. Okay. Never mind.
Did not work. I was convinced. I've riled myself.
Yeah. which I'm sure Eldred is happy about.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely.
So ecstasy is approaching. They can make 6 squares, so they get within
Mhm.
2 squares of you, looming over you. They are uh, their presence is like intensifying. So as you're looking at it, it's like they're shifting through, these billion facets of their body, and becoming, both alluring and attractive, but also terrible and frightening too.
Yeah.
Um, as they get closer, you can both feel this prickling, uh, uh, this warmth as their presence, hits you. And this is actually going to have an effect that while you're within 2 squares of ecstasy, you're going to take -2 to all defenses. Um, as this energy, that's mingled attraction and terror kind of flows off of them, so they just get within 6 and hit you with this aura. Um, aesthetics. Oh yeah, aesthetics doesn't even move. Aesthetics raises one hand in some weird twisted benediction, and fires a bolt of golden energy at Eldred. Uh,
Oh shit.
this is actually going to be versus your reflex, and I have an 11. No, I've got
Okay.
a 9.
What do you have?
I have a 9.
Okay. So yeah, Aldred is. I think actually Aldred is. I mean, I don't know what I can do with the narration here. I don't know how real these things are, but I think Aldred is kind of like sees the bolt and maybe like stares it down, and it kind of becomes wraith, like wraith-like, and
Ooh,
just willows away, withers away in front of his eyes
I fucking
before it can
love
even
that.
reach him. Yeah.
And that missed even with the -2 from ecstasy, just to check.
Yes, that's right. So I have an
Okay,
11 reflexes with the -2. Yes.
nice. Okay, that's awesome.
Yeah.
We're back to you, Eldred.
Okay. Yeah. So fucking Shal'houb. Yeah. So Aldred is like, get yourself out of that hole and fight, and I'm gonna hold an action, when so I guess when Shal'houb hits an attack ecstasy, right?
He's the
Very clear
closest.
command to Shal'houb,
Yes.
So when Shal'houb attacks, actually, you know what? No. Here's what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna use my wolf pack tactics, because that can let if it hits, it can let Shal'houb shift a square.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, because so I shift up to be next to ecstasy,
hmm
and I'm gonna use Wolfpack tactics, because I think we're both now. Oh, wait, no, we're not both adjacent. Shit. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna work. So I know. Okay, just thinking out loud here. I think we just have to flank. Flanking is so important,
Yeah.
and I feel like I'm just trying to think about the position myself. Yeah. So okay, I'm trying to picture where we are. So how far is Shal'houb away from ecstasy? 2 squares, right? And I'm also 2 squares.
Shal'houb is actually just 1 square south of you. You were actually between him and ecstasy, so he's
Oh,
three
okay.
squares. Yeah. I
Right.
think with 6 moves, you could like circle around. You could get around them, and then you'd be behind them. Shalhoub would be right in front of them, and then if he moved forward, you'd be flanking ecstasy.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. So I think. Yeah. Okay.
Which is the nice thing about these open squares. You can use the diagonals to get some kind of
Yeah.
dense movement
Yeah.
in. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So I think then. Yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm going to go around and go behind. Well, I'm like, should I go first? Okay. I need to stop thinking out loud and just do something.
Well, no, and this is
All right.
great. So you Shal'houb, attack attack ecstasy, and then
Yeah.
you're like circling around to
Direction.
flank. Yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
that's
Yeah,
excellent.
that's what happens. Yes. And then I'm just going to use I think, well, let's see. So check. Yeah, close blast 3. That's not quite what I want. Yeah, okay. So I'm going to try to use burning spray. Actually, yeah. Oh my god, I'm sorry. I'm being very No, I'm going to use
You're good.
Wolfpack tactics.
Cool.
Yeah. Okay, great. Okay. Yeah, so let me roll, and that's strength versus AC. So I get a 5, which is not great, plus 3 plus 1 plus 2. So 5 plus 5. Okay, so I get an 11.
No hit
Okay.
against AC.
So yeah, I've gone around behind them. Yeah, so that's what I've done. I
Nice.
think that's all I did. Yeah.
Shal'houb, you're up.
Okay. I shift out of the hole, right up in front of Ecstasy. So we've got the position we want, right? Flanking.
Mm-hmm.
Then I'm gonna get. You instructed me to attack Ecstasy. I'm gonna make that happen. We just gotta decide in what order. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna use my minor action to do Oath of Enmity on Ecstasy. So that will give us some benefits. And then my standard action is going to be an attack as instructed. Which attack will it be? You don't really want to do that. I'm gonna do my renewing strike because why not? I could heal.
Oh yeah, that's true.
And it's a big, strong attack. So it's gonna be Wisdom versus Reflex.
Okay.
I'm gonna roll 2d10 plus my. Oh well, I have to hit first, huh? Okay, so.
Oh, and I meant to go just to make sure. Sorry, Sam, I should have done this for your attack too. So it's going to be plus the relevant ability modifier from the attack, plus half your level,
Yep.
plus your proficiency bonus with the weapon, or
Right.
if it's like a +1 magical item, that'll give you a +1 proficiency bonus to the hit.
Right.
And then you're also both getting +2 for combat advantage.
Right. So I didn't get the +2 because we weren't flanking yet. So I still, So everything else I had,
cool.
yeah.
Okay, I think with all that, I'm getting +10 on this. And Oath of Enmity says when you make a melee attack against the target and the target is the only enemy adjacent to you, you make 2 attack rolls and use either result.
That's pretty good.
Shit.
So I'm getting +10. I rolled a 10, and this is the attack roll, right? So I can roll again,
Yes.
and if it's better, take it. It's not better, so
Cool.
I got a 20.
That's a hit. How much damage
Nice.
do you do?
Oh my god, I do 2d10 plus my wisdom modifier, which is 4. Let me dig out my d10s real quick. Give them a roll. That is going to be 8 plus 4 is 12 lightning damage. That's
Ooh,
decent. And I can spend a healing surge, which I will.
nice. Ecstasy is bloodied. You have,
Ooh.
shreds of identity and shreds of person kind of hanging off of them now.
Whoa.
I should have held a minor action for like saying a cool line if Shal'houb hit, but I didn't.
Damn it.
Fuck this game. I keep forgetting.
Okay, so it's Ecstasy's turn. Okay, so as you hit, they're going to attack both of you with a burst attack. So they're going to catch
Oh,
you both
shit.
in the burst.
Yeah.
One attack roll, multiple damage rolls. This is actually going to be versus your will. They get 18 total. So if that hits your
Yeah, that
will
hits me.
defense, then you're hit. Okay, sweet.
Me too, yeah.
And then I'm going to make 2 separate damage rolls. We'll go Aldred first. And this is psychic damage. Do you have any resist against psychic damage since you're Githzerai?
I don't see it, so
Yeah, I don't either.
yeah, I think probably not.
Okay. Aldred, you were going to take 13 damage.
Whoa! Shit.
Shal'houb, 13 as well.
What?
Fucking Christ.
Oh, I'm down to 10.
Whoa.
And what this is horrifying. This is a psychic attack. What you see, both of you see a different person that this blow has killed. You both see someone very near to you. So you didn't for a moment, right? Like you get this other reality kind of impinging on your reality,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
Shal'houb has just killed like the love of your life, or Shal'houb has just killed your parents or a sibling, like just anyone, a child, anyone who's like close to you, right? Is presented to you out of this these billion facets. And the shock is so much that you take damage and you both fall prone.
Oh, fuck.
Which I
Oh,
guess
back
could
in the
be
hole.
like curling into into grief momentarily. Yeah, these monsters are pretty mean.
Oh.
Aesthetics, meanwhile, is going to fire off another attack against Aldred's reflex. And let's find out what happens when you're prone.
You better be harder to hit by ranged attacks, because that's how it works in real life, I feel like.
Yeah.
But, who knows? Because then you could do cool things like hold a move action to go prone. Someone shot an arrow at you.
Oh, yeah. I love that.
Yeah.
Let's find out. Sorry, just looking for all of the all of the conditions here. Prone. You grant combat advantage to enemies making melee attacks against you. You're lying on the ground. You take a -2 penalty to attack rolls, and you can drop prone as a minor action. The benefit would be that you get a +2 bonus against ranged attacks.
Oh, I knew it. I knew it.
So this cancels out aesthetics, aura. So this is
Yeah.
just a straight +6 roll against your reflex from
Okay.
aesthetics, and this is the same thing. Golden reflective bolt here. Fuck! I rolled a 1. Automatic miss.
Yeah.
Damn. Aesthetics
Nice.
can't make a hit. Okay, we're back to you, Eldred.
So as a minor action, I stand up,
Mhm.
right, from prone? Or is it
Yep.
a movement action to stand up?
Let me double check. Sorry.
It's not cool. It's not okay.
You're gonna give me a bad rating.
Yeah, yeah, that's right. Yeah. Terrible.
Why does it not list this with prone? I'll bet it's in the movement rules.
Actually, either way, it doesn't matter. Because I'm...
Okay,
Well,
yeah, if you wanna go ahead, I think if memory serves, let me just check the index. If memory serves, standing up is a move action, so that's kind of why it eats up
yeah,
a move action, which I
right.
think is what
Yeah.
tactically
That would
it's
make
doing.
sense. I think it makes a lot more sense. So, yeah, I'm going to stand up.
Yes, getting back on
And...
your feet costs a move action.
Yeah, okay. Standing up. And... Yeah, so this thing was bloodied. How much damage did it take to bloody it? 12?
12.
Yeah. So...
It still counts as flanked, even though
Yeah.
Shal'houb is prone.
Okay, cool.
Good.
So... Yeah, I think I'm just going to use...
It's also my Oath of Enmity target, so you'll get 2 attack rolls against it.
I will.
First time. Just the first time.
Just the first time.
It triggers my divine guidance.
On a miss, yeah.
On a miss. Okay, so I'm going to use my Poisonous Exhalation on it then.
Nice.
Which is a Close Blast 3.
Ooh.
So it's Charisma versus Fortitude.
Hmm.
So I get... Okay. So I get 2 from Charisma, 1 from my level. And then what's my staff is +2, so that's
Okay.
5 in total.
Nice.
And then plus another 2 for the flanking, so 7.
Okay.
All right, so I get a 19 total.
Oh, yeah, that's a hit.
Okay, nice. And then I do 2d8 damage. I misplaced my dice. I'm going to roll 2d8 in the internet. Okay, so 5 plus charisma modifier poison damage, if that matters.
Mm-hmm.
So 7 damage.
Ooh, nice. Okay.
Yeah, and the target's fortitude. The target takes a -2 penalty to fortitude until the end of my next turn.
Okay.
Oh, and the penalty to fortitude equals 1 plus your strength modifier. So it actually takes a -4.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah.
That's actually pretty significant. So its fortitude is down to 11.
Yeah, so I'm like, breathe this in, and I have, I don't even need to break the bug because this is just all fake, So I just naturally breathe all this nasty poison out, like all this black poison out of my nose and mouth, like I'm a dragon.
So you're taking over this reality a
Yeah,
little
that's
bit.
like,
I
yeah,
love
that's
that.
kind of what
You've seen through
Algrad
it,
is
so
about. Yeah,
when you defend, you're just like vaporizing attacks, and now you're like
Yeah.
breathing out your spite.
exactly. Yeah.
Oh yeah, nice. You
So,
don't quite take ecstasy down, but they're coughing. It's bad.
now, can I, as a minor action, because I have one minor action, can I try to see what this thing actually is? I mean, does that make sense? Like, make a perception check, or is that kind of not? I mean, tell me what you think.
Yeah, you can. Yes.
Okay. So, yeah, just kind of. All right. Okay, kind of rolled weirdly. Okay, so 15 plus nothing.
Oh,
16.
nice. Okay. Yep, that'll hit. That's the moderate difficulty for this. Um, so you see that this is kind of within the costume that it's in, right? This reality that it's wrapped around itself. You see a very thin, very pale Githzerai youth, um, who his eyes are closed, his head is shaved in the traditional manner.
Yeah.
Uh, he looks kind of somnambulant.
Mhm.
He's like not really aware of what's going on. His eyes are closed, and
Yeah.
this other thing is like wrapped around him, right? So ecstasy is like a reality that he's wrapped around him like a cloak. And I will
Mhm.
tell you, this you can also see the same thing with aesthetics.
Right.
These are projections of one being.
Right.
Hmm.
Oh, that's creepy as fuck. Okay. Yeah. All right. That's the end of my turn.
And that's I've been quietly running a skill challenge back here, so another success on your skill challenge. Yeah, Shal'houb, you're up.
Whew. I haven't received any like contradictory instructions, so I think I'm still in attack mode here.
Yeah.
Um, I don't have anything that goes against fortitude, sadly, because that would be nice to.
I know it's like such a random. Whatever. I don't
Yeah.
need to complain. I'm doing good.
Ooh, ooh.
Oh,
Okay,
but it's still
that's.
the end of my next turn, so if I have more fortitude stuff, I could actually hit them with that.
Mhm.
Just realized.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I am going to. I mean, they're pretty. They're hurting pretty bad, so I'm just gonna take an at will attack here, which is my overwhelming strike. Which is going to be wisdom against armor class on ecstasy here. Okay, so I get my oh fuck. I rolled a 6 plus.
You might hit though. I mean.
Yeah, I think it's going to be plus 10 again, right?
Yeah.
Well, it's plus 3 from the weapon, 1 from level, 4 from
Wow, 8,
wisdom.
and then plus 2 for flanking, so
Yeah.
it is
Right.
plus 10.
So it is plus 10.
Ah,
So it's a
you bastard!
16.
That's a
Ah,
hit, just barely.
yes. Yes.
Yeah. You got to flank. That's the key in this game.
That was big.
Those plus twos
Uh,
make a difference. Yeah.
It's huge.
absolutely. Okay. This is overwhelming strike. I roll 1 W, which I think is 2d4. Yes.
Nice.
Plus wisdom modifier. Oh, and then there's some movement stuff. Okay. D4. That's disgusting 1 and a 3. Oh, but this is my Oath of Enmity target. I mean, it might not matter. That's 8 damage.
Yeah, that'll do it. Takes him
All
down
right.
to -3.
Boom. And I don't know how relevant this is. Overwhelming strike says you shift 1 square and slide the target 1 square into the space you occupied.
You should.
So I want to shift 1 closer to aesthetics,
Mhm.
and then
So you shift over to the 1 square to the right. Yeah.
okay. Cool.
Yeah,
That's
I mean,
my
this thing kind of, so Shalhoub, you see this thing vaporize. Aldred, I think on your perception, you're still keyed into this. You see that
Yeah.
youth who's kind standing, but in a very. It looks like he could be lying down, like astronaut beds, so it
Yeah.
looks like he's
Yeah.
lying
Yeah.
down but standing up. You see him
Mhm.
get sucked back into the cave.
whoa.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah. Um, and we are on to Aesthetics, who is going to move up, approach, um, approach 3 squares, and then unleash another of these burst attacks. Or sorry, a blast attack at you. So again, both hands come up right with these making weird sigils. This is also versus will. Unfortunately, you don't get the -2 from aesthetics, or sorry, from ecstasy anymore. So I have, but I've got 22. I think that
Hit.
hits. Okay,
Yeah.
sweet. So
Oh,
Aldred,
nice. Hit Shalhoub, not me. Yeah.
no, you're both hit.
Oh, we're both hit.
Yeah, it's a blast.
Oh, right. Okay, I'm hit. Yeah, I'm hit.
9 damage to Aldred.
Oh god.
12 damage to Shalhoub.
Oh, I'm done. I'm at -2.
Whoa,
Fuck.
shit. This is a wave of that golden energy. And as it passes, it's agony as it passes through you, because down, you perceive this actually, which is the other horrible thing. Down to your cells, everything becomes perfectly symmetrical and ordinary and orderly.
Yeah.
All the way down to like the electrons and the atoms in
Mhm.
your bones
Oh,
become like this mathematically arranged thing for just a moment, and it's horrible. That is aesthetics turn. Aldred, you're up.
So can I now? Is there a way to, if I was to heal Shalhoub, he
Mhm.
could get back up, right? So I'm going to use
Yeah,
inspiring word on him.
nice. Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. So I'm like, wait, where's my? Let me just like find the power. Inspiring word. I gotta give him a
God, that
word.
power is so cool. That one
It's the
and
best.
Knight's Move are like
It's just
such
the
cool
best.
powers. Yeah.
Yeah, you call it to a wounded ally and offer inspiring words of intelligence. Yeah. Okay. Close burb 5. Close burst. Wow. Close burb 5. Okay, interesting. This is a close burb 5. The target can spend a healing surge and regain 1d6 additional point HP. So do that.
thank
Roll that
you.
d6.
Nice.
And yeah, Aldred says, these are but apparitions, Shalhoub. Arise.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, I got +10 total from -2, so I'm back up to 8.
Nice. Okay, cool.
Thank you.
Hell yes. All right. So that is
Is that a minor action?
minor action,
God damn.
baby. Oh, that's my best fucking power. It's my favorite power.
Oh, I gotta
And
reduce.
then Aldred is going to run at this thing. Just to get close to it, so he's adjacent to it.
Okay, nice.
And I believe that would end his turn.
Don't you still have a standard, right? Oh, but no, you still have a standard.
How far away is this thing?
5 squares, so within 1 move action, since you can
Oh.
move 6. It had to get close to use the
Right.
burst. Risk reward.
So right now, Shalhoub is prone. So I'm going to use part of this thing about, arise is also Knight's move to get him up. Right? And then I'm going to set us up for, I'm going to try to set us up for flanking this guy.
Mhm.
So if I get on his left and you get on his right, we can flank him.
Yep.
So I get on his left, right? I'm like, arise, blah, 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 arise, etc. Get on his left. And then I'm going to hold my attack action until we're flanking him.
Nice.
And I should say what specific thing. I'm going to hold my Warlord Strike.
Nice.
So, the hammer is like, coming up and getting all crazy looking, kind of warping and melting and crazy. So
Nice.
hopefully this will work out. Yeah. So.
Oh,
I
well,
like
and you know what you see? You see all of, as you're breaking through aesthetics, you're seeing all of the imperfections and asymmetries in the Warhammer, and that's what's like breaking
hell
through
yeah.
this golden haze, yeah.
Yeah.
Shal'houb,
Oh.
you're up.
It's me.
Literally.
Okay. So yeah, to stand up was a minor action or
So I used my knight's move on you so that you got a free move action.
Oh, okay.
Because that costs a whole move action. So I wanted you to be able to, in this
Right.
turn, get to him and make an attack, right?
Perfect.
So you can both hit him this turn.
So I'm already up.
Yeah, you're already up.
So I'm moving in. On my way, I regained my Oath of Enmity, because the previous target was reduced to 0. So on my way, minor action, new Oath of Enmity target, is now aesthetics, and then once I'm there, it's time. Well, once I'm there and I'm flanking, you take a swing, right?
Yeah, so now I go. So I do my Warlord Strike. So let me look that up.
Oh, sorry, you were holding your
Yeah.
your standard action. Cool.
Yeah, I was holding my Warlord Strike.
Although, wait, sorry, Sam, doesn't Knight's move cost you your move action?
That's a good question. How much? No, it's a free. I think it's a free action. Wait, let me look it up.
Yeah, let's check. I couldn't remember if you passed
that's a
the.
good question.
I mean, it's good either way.
Right.
Like you're still set up, but it would just be you might not get your attack.
Oh,
this
it is a
turn.
move action. Yeah. Okay. Right. Okay. So I'm set up, but I can't. I haven't actually held an action. Yeah.
Okay.
So you're set up though. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I could have used an action point.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You totally could.
Fuck it. Yeah, it's just too cool. So I used an action point for that. So I'm gonna get my Warlord Strike because it's just way
Do
too
it.
cool.
Yeah, it's better this way.
Yeah.
God, action points are great. This game's great.
Yeah. I like this game. All right, so let me go back to Warlord Strike because I would have just been set because it was a cool setup and there's cool descriptions. All right, Strength versus AC. So because of that Oath of Enmity, I get to re-roll this if I miss?
If you miss, yeah.
If I miss, okay. That's crazy. I mean, that's a shocking power. Okay. Okay, so 16 plus...
Oh, yeah, that's a hit.
Okay, yeah, cool. And then I do 2d8 damage.
Oh, my God.
Plus strength modifier. Okay.
Oh, my beautiful aesthetics.
Okay, so 8 plus 3 is 11. And do I add my plus 1? Do I add my level to damage?
You add the... Sorry, which attack is this? Is this a magic?
This is my Warlord Strike.
No,
do I add
You
Sorry,
don't
go
add
ahead.
anything?
I don't add anything. Okay.
Right.
Yeah, so I do... What did I say? 10 damage.
Nice.
And what else? Until the end of my next turn, each of my allies gain a +2 bonus to damage rolls against the target. Oh, wait. It says Inspiring Presence. The bonus equals 1 plus your charisma modifier. I don't know why they...
What?
I don't understand. They have two different...
So you may... I don't think you'd get that unless you took the feat they gave you Inspiring Presence.
Right. Okay. So, yeah, you take +2 damage. So, I crack this thing across the head.
Oh.
Yeah.
Nicely done. Not bloodied?
Not bloodied.
No comment?
Oh, definitely not. Definitely not.
Okay.
This thing's 8 feet tall. You know, you get it in the waist.
Okay, solid 10 damage there. Now, I'm tempted to do my strong sequestering strike here, but it's going to change our arrangement. We'll have to reset our flankage, I think.
I mean, I think it's possible.
Oh, no, I can just use it and flank on the opposite side.
Yeah.
It's all my powers are broken. They're too good.
It's kind of crazy, yeah, but it's cool.
Okay, so I'm doing sequestering strike, and it's not going to end up sequestering shit. It's wisdom versus armor class.
Mm-hmm.
I roll 2W plus my wisdom modifier, so that's going to be 4d4 plus 4.
Okay.
Let's see what happens.
Ooh, I wish my weapon was 2d4 instead of 1d8.
And I get to roll twice, right? And pick my better. Oh,
Yes,
that's
you
for
do.
my hit. For my hit. So before.
Yeah.
Okay. Jesus, I'm rolling terribly today. I rolled a 5, and I still have plus 10, right?
Miss. It's against armor class, right?
Wisdom against armor class. Okay, so I'm going to
Yes.
re-roll.
Okay.
And now it's an 18.
That'll hit.
Oh. Both of Enmity with the hit. Okay, so 4d4 plus 4. And plus 2 from your thing, right, Sam?
Holy
Yeah.
yes. That's awesome.
I want it to be like +4. Like, +2 damage.
When you get a feat, get pick up the inspiring presence.
Yeah, maybe I should pick that up.
I think it'll give you another at will power or something too, but you'll also get that enhancement to that damage roll. Yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
So I'm doing 14 damage.
Jesus.
Very nicely. And teleporting the target 2 squares to the opposite side of Aldred. And then I'm teleporting a space adjacent to the target to the opposite side of Aesthetics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's bloodied. You've bloodied it now.
Okay, good. See, if blood, like, they were geniuses when they added bloodied to this game.
Oh, I know.
Because otherwise it would be so much more boring.
I
love bloodied.
And I mean, you two know how to fight, so, Aldred, you, like, hit this thing, and then this, Shal'houb's sword is coming in, you're already whirling around because you know this thing's gonna get teleported. Like, you're just ready right there.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, let me... one moment. I need to go grab the monster manual.
Damn.
That was a one-two punch.
I have this D20 holder.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's not really like a special, but yeah.
It's perfect.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
I'm rolling my dice in the saltwater taffy box. I started eating like at Christmas time when we all started playing together. I just finished it yesterday. There's no more taffy. Now it's a dice box.
Hell yeah.
I have no, well, actually no. I've got a dice bag that my friend Ash, David, you know Ash, stowed for me. So it's got like cool velvet interior, and it's full of D&D sets.
Yeah.
So I'm going to tell you that I want to be able to recharge Aesthetics' blast power here.
Oh yeah, that would be bad.
Yeah.
And it is at the start of their turn, so...
Oh, at the start. Jesus Christ.
Come on. And it's a 50-50. It's 4, 5, or 6. So, okay.
Fuck.
You see, as you're, hitting them, they're losing some of that, like, perfect symmetry, right? Like, you can see this breakdown in the aesthetics. And then this thing kind of like gathers itself, and you can see it kind of charging up that golden energy again as it focuses back in. It's going to use its move action to shift 1.
Mm-hmm.
And then can it get you with this? Because if it's shifting... Oh, it's still adjacent to you, though, diagonally.
Yeah.
So you're still going to get... Okay, so it's going to shift 1 away and then move... it's going to move 6. It's going to shift and then change its standard in for a move action, and then move 6 squares away from you. So it's going to get out of this. You could catch up with 6 next turn, but it's going to be out of this flanking range for the moment.
Yeah. Okay.
It's backing up, and you can also see its hands are like charging up, right, to fire off this blast when it has a chance.
Oh no.
And yeah, back to Eldred.
Okay. Yeah. So I think I can move up to it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm gonna move up to it to flank it again. Well, okay. So wait. So it's no, I can't flank it. Well, I can't even set up a flank because. No, wait. Yeah, I could. I can go all the way behind it, right?
Yeah, if you spent if you traded in your standard for a move action, you could get behind it again.
Yeah, I don't know if that's smart. I think I just need to run up to it and hit it.
I think so too. I've got ranged attacks, so
yeah,
it's bloodied.
Right. Yeah, so I think go up to it, and yeah, I think just use my Wolfpack tactics on it.
Nice.
You know. So let's see. All right, so I roll a 20. So I think I do max damage.
Oh, holy shit! Yes.
Yeah. Let me see. So, but it's not that impressive because it's just a.
And then you also get to add, I believe, you should check, but like a D6 or a D8 for your weapon.
That might be Shal'houb that has that.
Oh, sorry. That's if you're using a magical implement for the spells.
Yeah. Before the attack, blah blah blah. Strength, one weapon plus strength modifier damage. So 11 damage.
Nice. Yep.
Yeah.
You're taking chunks out of this thing.
And
+2, right? Because it's until the end of your next turn that people get that damage
allies
bonus
do
from your last power.
Allies do. I don't know if I count as an ally.
I think you do. I think you count as an ally to yourself.
Nice.
Okay. Yeah. So then +2 more.
Ooh.
Yeah, and I say, you're nothing. Like I saw this thing was like a child, right? Basically.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like you're just a child. So I don't know. Is this an intimidation roll? I mean, I don't know. What do you think?
No, not for aesthetics.
Okay.
I'll say this hit probably. I mean, you're doing enough damage. You probably like sheared away one of its arms. It's now very asymmetrical,
right?
Which is torment to it. Yeah,
right.
You've done some nasty damage. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Perfect. All right. That's my go.
Shal'houb, you're up.
Yeah. I'm just remembering Shal'houb's journey today. I'm sorry. He's been on a roller coaster of emotion.
Yeah.
He might have something to say about it right now. I think he wants to have some final words for aesthetics here. And he's gonna say, if you strike me down, I still have a quest to grow this grove, right? So if you strike me down, I will produce such abundance that my ancestors will haunt you, and if I strike you down, I will never think of you another day in my life. Just pure rage before hopefully a final swing. Let's see here. So I got to do a ranged attack now, I think. So I'm not going to bother moving. I'm going to trade my move for another minor action. I guess that monologue was one. I'm going to get in my stance, that makes crits more likely. My hunter's instinct stance.
Twice
And
as
then-
likely.
And then I'm gonna just launch off my old grappling spirits, which is wisdom against armor class. And I have inevitable shot, so if I miss, like I might. Oh no, that hits someone else, and there is no one else.
Yeah.
So if I miss, I miss. Okay, grappling spirits.
And you're trading in the move action for minor actions to get your sling out.
So I generally have the falchion sling combo.
Oh,
Although
nice.
I guess I was buried in the ground, so
You tell me. You've got the if you trade in the move action, you've got the action points to get it out.
Yeah, I get it out. If it was not out already, then the sling has entered the equation. Sling gives me +2. No longer have flanking bonus. This is wisdom again, so it's going to be plus. I think just +6 here.
Okay. Just
Oh,
against
and then
armor
plus my
class.
level is +7.
Okay.
And what'd you say, Noah?
Is it against armor class?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Damn it! I rolled a 3 + 7 is 10.
No dice.
No.
Does your Oath of Enmity trigger on ranged attacks?
I don't think so.
Oh no, it wouldn't trigger since this is
No.
a seeker power.
Right. But I mean, this would trigger my inevitable shot, but there's nothing else to target, so that doesn't matter, right?
Although,
Yeah.
sorry, hang on, wait a second. This does, you can use it as a standard attack, right? That was one of your feats. That grappling spirits is a standard attack. This would trigger off Oath of Enmity then, unless Oath of Enmity is limited to melee.
It does say melee.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
So your thunder sling skims by it. It gets kind of lost in this black robes that it's wearing. Eldred, it's gonna shift away 1 from you and then hit you with this blast.
Yeah,
again.
that's really bad. I should have drank I always forget to drink a fucking potion.
Oh, me too. I could have done that instead of slinging.
That is, I believe, a hit with 20 total versus will.
Yes.
Unfortunately, it can't get Shal'houb into the blast. It's going to do 8 damage.
Okay, I'm at 2 health, but I'm not dead.
Oh, nice.
Whoa, that would have been enough to kill me.
Yeah, I'm standing.
And you're up.
Yeah, okay. So
drink a potion.
Yeah, so I drink a potion. Yeah.
If this were Diablo, this is when my brother and I would go pop, 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 pop.
And that gives me a healing surge plus what? There's some.
Yeah,
did I
you get a
roll another
bonus.
D6? What was it? Oh yeah. Okay.
Is it a D6 or something? Oh, that was your thing with me.
I think there was another mission,
Uh,
but I don't remember.
Instead of the hit points you would normally regain, you regain 10 hit points.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Oh, that's good.
Right, so 12.
I do sort like you did with the staff, Sam. I kind of want to retool healing potions just in terms of color. Like, I don't if it were like a syringe or something. But also, you breaking the bottle over your head in the last session was gold, so maybe we should just
Yeah. Glug that, chug that shit down in like an instant, you know? And then, yeah, so back to 12. And then, yeah, I guess I'm going to fucking use, Wolfpack Tactics.
Nice.
And you'll still re-roll if you miss. Yeah, you're gonna take care of it.
Isn't it only the first attack I do that?
But you haven't missed yet, right? You keep hitting.
I think I missed.
Did you re-roll one?
Did I re-roll one? I missed my first Warlord Strike.
Okay.
Okay. I forgot to check it.
All right, I got a 4, so there's no way I'm hitting.
Yeah, I think this thing is just tough. Well, actually, you're probably hitting it, and it's still putting off enough of this, perfection field
Right.
that you're like trying to get this, your hammer is imperfect. You're trying to get it through the field, and you just can't do
Right.
it yet. Yeah.
Yeah. It reconstructs my hammer to perfectly pass through, anywhere that it could
yeah.
hurt it or something.
We're blowing the whole budget on cool slow motion shots. Yeah.
Yeah.
Amazing.
So that's my turn.
Shal'houb, you're up.
Okay. What does this do? Nothing. What does this do?
Oh, and I would have had to shift up 1, by the way, that turn to hit it. But yeah.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yes.
But do that.
Oh, so I forget my hunter's instinct is only within 2 squares range anyway. And that versus armor class. Whoops. Okay, let's try this. I'm gonna. Noah, can I get within 2 squares of aesthetics here?
Yes, you can.
Okay, I'm gonna get within 2. I'm not gonna go all the way close up.
So you'll use five squares of your movement to get up within 2 squares.
Okay. Then. Oh, is drinking a potion a minor action?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm doing that, which is gonna give me 10, bring me up to 18, which is pretty solid for me. Okay, and then my standard action, I'm using Escaping Shot, which is Wisdom against Will.
Oh, nice.
We'll give that a try. And what do we roll? So it's +7 again. God damn, I rolled a 5. That's 12.
Miss.
God.
Fuck.
That's really, really bad that I can't roll with my +7s. All right. I guess that's that. It still uses up Escaping Shot even though I missed?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Ugh. Wait, hang on. What does this say? Nothing. Nothing on a miss. Go to hell on a miss.
Go to hell on a miss.
Ugh.
Brutal. Okay, yeah, this thing's gonna try to recharge. It does recharge.
Jesus fuck.
I mean, is there any reason? Let me just see its other. Is there any reason for me not to just continue? Because I can actually catch both of you in this blast now.
Yeah.
The
Yeah, I
Shal'houb has moved up. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Excellent. It's going to shift back 1 and then unleash this wave again. It must be just like coming off it. This like heat wave of perfection. So this is going to be again +6 versus will. So 20. It's a hit. 12 to Aldred. 8 to Shal'houb.
Okay, I'm at 0.
Ooh.
Good thing I drank that potion. I'm at 10.
So Aldred hits the ground, and this turn you're going to start making death saving throws.
Yeah.
Oh God.
All right, so I'll make one now. All right, so that's a success.
Oh, nice. Okay, so you hold on.
All right.
And Shal'houb, you're up.
Gotta end it. We gotta end it. do I have a way of healing you? Not really. Can I like administer a potion to Aldred?
Yeah, you can.
Okay. How near am I to... Can I get to a position where I'm within 2 of within 2 of aesthetics and adjacent to Aldred for potion?
Yeah, if you move like diagonally over one or two, you'll be in that band, because to hit you both, aesthetics just shifted one away from Eldred to avoid the opportunity attack.
You could try to hit the thing and see if you kill it before using the potion on me.
That's true.
You've got 3 saves left. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll do the hit first. It's just going to be a grappling spirits, wisdom versus armor class, with my +7 all together. Come on, roll something decent. That's a 1. That's
Holy
good.
shit!
Oh, no.
God!
Yeah, maybe you should feed me the potion. You could also action point and attack it again. I mean, you do have some.
I could action point and attack again. I could also action point and move away, so we don't both get rocked. There's 2. Oh god, this is fucked. I'm gonna action point, and I'm gonna grappling spirits again because it has to go. It has to go. It has to.
Please.
And I still got a minor action, so I can still give you a potion if this doesn't go.
Yeah.
But it's not gonna matter. Okay, we've got an 18.
Yeah.
That'll
plus
hit.
25. Yeah, it's a 25 now. Okay.
You hit.
Now this thing probably
okay.
isn't gonna die.
It's bloodied. Okay, let's see what my damage is. It's 1 W, which is a D6, plus wisdom, which is 4, and the target is slowed and can't shift until the end of its next
That's good.
turn.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So we roll our D6 plus 4. 8 damage.
It's still holding on, just barely. Yes.
Take the potion. Take the potion.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm prone with 10 HP.
What? Okay.
I also have 10 HP, and if it recharges and hits us both for 10, I'm gonna cry.
Yeah.
Let's find out. It recharges.
Oh my god. This
I'm
shit
making all the
is-
50-50 rolls here.
I can't believe I just missed 2 attacks. 3 attacks.
Oh shit. I mean, this could be it.
This could be it. We could both get erased.
It's gonna blast you. This is just... There's no other option here because I can hit both of you with this.
Yeah.
So.
No, there's not. Definitely not.
I rolled a fucking 2.
Yeah, that's what I like.
Okay, well, hang on.
Okay.
It's 2 plus... It's 8? Does that hit either of your will?
No.
Fuck. Okay.
Give me a break. Give me a break.
I was ready to kill you. I was like, this could be
course,
it, and I
good.
wanted to be done.
I was ready for the epilogue. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I mean, it would be horrible. This thing's slowed. It's moving. It's using its move to get back 2 spaces. So there's now, I think, 4 spaces between both of you and aesthetics. And Eldred, your turn.
So I stand up, and then I'm going to use burning spray on it.
Nice.
Yeah. Okay. So, yeah. Let's see. Just I always forget what. Oh, it's definitely my charisma modifier. I got a 1.
Still standing. Yes.
Oh no.
All right.
Is this another bug break? You break a bug.
This is, some kind of bug. Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't have to talk about it though.
Okay.
All right. Go ahead.
It's me. Okay. It's a. Oh, my hunter's instinct doesn't matter because when I move, I leave the stance. Okay, so I'm just shooting another fucking pebble at this thing with the sling. Get my +7 grappling spirits. Fucking God. This is 12. It's a 12.
Could you have backed up though first, like to get out of its blast?
Oh yeah, out of
I
its
mean, you should do
blast.
You can still do
Well,
that. Yeah.
I mean, I can do it after. Yeah. So I
Yeah.
guess I fucking missed with a 12,
Yeah.
and now I'm backing the thing up, making sure I stay in range. What's my range? Is it on the sling? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I guess I'm back up. Like, I mean, the sling's in range from like 10 spaces away, so I'm getting as far back as I can, I guess, right? It's an 8x8
Well,
area.
and we're outside of the 8x8. We fought our way pretty far away from the stream. We're just on the sword, beautiful green sword. Which, by the way, doesn't since Ecstasy died, it doesn't like smell so good. It doesn't look so good. Like,
Right.
it's drained of pleasure. I will. So one thing you could do, David, is if you move sideways, you'd be really separating, because it's a 5x5 square that they're blasting in. So I think you probably want to swing sideways one way or the other to force them to pick a target. Because if you just move back, I think they can move their full.
I see.
Well, actually, up to you. If you move back, if you move back like a full 6, you'd be out of range.
Right. But I gotta get some separation between me and Aldred, basically, so that we're not both in range. Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna swing out to the. I think I'm on the right of Aldred already. I'll just swing out further to the right, such that we can't both be hit by that.
Nice.
That blast.
All right, I'm rolling to see if I get a recharge here. I do not. That's a 1.
I can do this. Do we both have 10? Or you have 2?
I have 10.
You have 10. Okay, we both have 10.
Yeah, this thing is going to back up a full 6, so get 10 squares away from both of you, and then fire off a bolt, another golden bolt, again at Aldred. 22 versus...
Definitely hits.
Okay.
Yeah.
9 damage.
Okay, so I'm at 1 health.
You're fine. You're fine.
All right.
And Aldred, your turn.
Okay.
Oh, this thing's dangerous.
It's 10 spaces from you.
How far is it from me? 10 spaces?
10, yep.
So I can't get to it this turn? So if I move up and then use Burning Spray, that's like a close blast 3, I think. Would I be able to hit it?
Yep.
I guess that's what I'm going to do. Yeah, I think I have to do that. So let's see if I hit it.
Yeah. It'll be right at the edge.
All right, I got a 17, so I definitely hit it.
That's a hit. Holy shit.
And then 1d8 1d8 damage. Miserable damage here.
Plus anything?
Plus charisma, so.
Okay. Oh no, then you automatically take it down.
Okay, yeah, so 2 damage.
It was holding on by 2 HP for the past 3 rounds.
Yeah. So yeah, this is Aldred, coming up, and he just unfurls his hand and he's dripping blood, and just flames just his hand just kind of turns into flames, and this gout of flames that covers it. He's yeah. So it's cool. Normally he has to deal with bugs, but he can just have these cool flames here. So.
Ooh. And as this thing, dies, again, the environment changes. So it's like the fruits, which, were globular and perfect, they kind of melt and get mushy, and, and everything is kind of uglier and there's no savor in anything. The grass isn't as green. Like you've killing these two, you have thoroughly messed up the beauty of this area. And again, Eldred, you see that youth, the same youth that was in aesthetics, gets sucked back into the cave.
Right.
Still rolling on that perception roll.